Saturday Night Live is like a comedy fire hose. Some SNL sketches are hilarious and memorable, others don't really land. And still others get overshadowed, with audiences not realizing how great a sketch was until later, or maybe never. With plenty more SNL 42 to go, we've compiled the very best sketches of the season so far, and we'll keep it updated from week to week. NBC 25, Jingle Barack host, Casey Affleck, December 17, 2016 invoking Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis. This wound up being a pretty catchy about the possibility of this being the last Christmas ever. The celebrates kind of Barack Obama during his last Christmas in office, but the person who really gets honored is Joe Biden, thanks to Leslie Jones' verse about how attracted to him she is. Watch it here. NBC 24. Rap song host, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, May 20th. What started out as a goofy premise for a sketch, Kenan Thompson is a rapper introducing guest acts for his latest track, but the cast list gets out of control, turned into a stealth return of fan favorite Tom Hanks' character David S. Pumpkins. It was weird in a perfect way, and just enough pumpkins to make the joke work without overselling it. Watch the sketch here. NBC 23. Walking Dead Chappelle's Show host, Dave Chappelle, November 12, 2016. It's just a series of callbacks to Chappelle's show characters who were funny a decade ago. Still, Chappelle playing almost every role in this Walking Dead send-up is a good reminder of how funny that show was. Watch the sketch here. NBC 22. Shud the Mermaid host, Scarlett Johansson, March 11. This one is mostly makeup and gross innuendo, as Kate McKinnon and Scarlett Johansson play mermaids who are more fish than maiden. McKinnon and Johansson's commitment to being totally nasty really sells the joke though. Watch the sketch here. NBC 21. Trump People's Court host, Alec Baldwin, Feb 11. SNL made good on Trump's all-caps "See you in court" tweet by taking the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to the People's Court. But Judge Milian hassling Trump about his travel ban was a bit too short to really take off. Watch the sketch here. NBC 20. Stranger Things host, Lin-Manuel Miranda, October 8. SNL answers a very important question of where is Lucas' family in Stranger Things. When they show up looking for their son, they turn out to be the only sane people in the whole supernatural Midwestern story. The standout of this one is Melissa Villaseñor's Winona Ryder impression. You can the sketch here. NBC 19. Haunted Elevator featuring David S. Pumpkins host, Tom Hanks, October 22. Of everything that aired during Tom Hanks' 9th episode hosting SNL, his David S. Pumpkins character resonated the most for some reason. The dancing skeletons gag can't sustain laughs for as long as it's dragged out, until the final punchline redeems the whole thing. You can the sketch here. NBC 18. The Librarian host, Margot Robbie, October 1. Margot Robbie is Ms. Dalton, the Y librarian all the high school guys oogle. And then Yellow's "Oh Yeah" kicks on and you think it's going to be some crazy adolescent fantasy, except it becomes horrifying. Robbie is the gross, hairless, librarian continually tops herself as the sketch goes on. You can the sketch here. NBC 17. Live Report host, Margot Robbie, October 1. At first, a newscast where Kenan Thompson can't believe Mikey Day's nerdy guy is married to Margot Robbie draws a light chuckle. Then Leslie Jones gets in on the act and suddenly it's a multi-pronged conspiracy-like investigation. And then Thompson drives it home when he realizes Matt Shad is wearing Crocs with socks. You can the sketch here. NBC 16. Jeff Sessions Gump host, Octavia Spencer, March 4. Kate McKinnon's Jeff Sessions tells random strangers on a park bench about the rough week he's been having. McKinnon slays the impression of both Sessions and Forrest Gump, and her reference to Kellyanne Conway's Couchgate gaffe through the lens of Gump was a standout moment. Watch the sketch here. NBC 15. Whiskers Are We with Kristen Wiig host, Kristen Wiig, November 19. It's the Thanksgiving for Whiskers Are We, so Kate McKinnon's SNL cat lady Barbara Dedrew is joined by Veronica, a cat lover more intense than she is. Kristen Wiig and McKinnon are hilarious together here. It would be worth it for the descriptions of the cats, but Barbara and Veronica's implied attraction adds its own great layer. You can the sketch here. NBC 14. Trump vs. Clinton, Round 2 host, Emily Blunt, October 15. The weirdest debate made for the funniest SNL debate sketch. Moments like Alec Baldwin's Trump fidgeting in the background in his scary flyby when Hillary Clinton Kate McKinnon has her back turned perfectly capture the actual event. It's been tough to make election jokes that were funnier than what actually happened in real life, but this sketch manages. You can the sketch here. NBC 13. Pizza Town host, Aziz Ansari, January 21. Cops discover a suspect in a closed kids' pizza restaurant, where the animatronics keep switching on. Aziz Ansari absolutely is as the Chuck E. Cheese-esque character, but everyone in the sketch is hilariously convincing as the stilted, incredibly unfun-looking robot band. You can the sketch here. NBC 12. Welcome video host, Kristen Stewart, Feb. 4 SNL did a phenomenal job dismantling Trump's first travel ban with this heavily edited U.S. immigration video. Beck Bennott's ruthless tone as the editor adds a particular level of hilarity. Watch the sketch here. NBC 11. Through Donald's Eyes host, John Cena, December 10th. A first-person look at how Donald Trump sees the world is funny in a goofy way, as he has super simplified news reports or Kellyanne Conway runs in to calm him. But then it turns the corner into hilarious as Trump looks in a mirror, and what he sees is John Cena. You can the sketch here. NBC 10. A day off host, Lin-Manuel Miranda, October 8. During the election, it seemed like Trump campaign manager Kellyanne Conway couldn't catch a break. Even on her day off, Kate McKinnon is explaining away the ridiculous things Trump has said. Everything here is great, from Conway's increasingly carefree activities to the nonsense-on-the-fly explanations she gives for Trump's comments. You can the sketch here. NBC 9. Donald Trump press conference host, Felicity Jones, January 14th. Right after the infamous, unverified memo supposedly including compromising information about Trump from Russian intelligence, we get Trump's first press conference. It was ridiculous in real life but insane, with Alec Baldwin playing Trump and delivering a beauty-fast succession the repeated line "You're in." You can the sketch here. NBC 8. Trump sings Hallelujah host, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, May 20th in a perfect callback to its post-election episode, in which Kate McKinnon as Hillary Clinton sang Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. SNL gathered its whole Trump administration cast together for one last hurrah. Scarlett Johansson even returned as her complicit sketch version of Ivanka Trump. It was a elegantly simple comment on the most scandal-filled week of the Trump presidency. Watch it here. NBC 7. Donald Trump calls world leaders host, Kristen Stewart, Feb. 4. With 2 weeks of executive actions and plenty of news, SNL channels everything and animosity towards Steve Bannon in one sketch. And it manages to exceed reality as Baldwin's Trump goes off the rails calling world leaders, and even channeling Hitler. You can the sketch here. NBC 6. 5 Stars host, Aziz Ansari, January 21st. Riffing on an episode of Black Mirror, Aziz Ansari and his Uber driver Bobby Moynihan are both struggling in increasingly ridiculous ways to impress the other to earn a 5-star rating. The best SNL sketches are the ones that feel a shade away from real life, and this one taps something fundamental about the social media-infused world. Also, Moynihan gives Ansari a foot rub on the highway. You can the sketch here. NBC 5. Lester Holt cold open host, Melissa McCarthy, May 13th. Alec Baldwin let loose on Donald Trump with his funniest turn in the role as he gave an interview to Lester Holt. Highlights include explaining what prime the pump means, and channeling Richard Nixon. Watch the sketch here. NBC 4. White House press briefing 2 host, Alec Baldwin, February 11th. Returning for a second spin as Sean Spicer, Melissa McCarthy riffed on her own best moments from her first turn a week earlier. The sketch's high point was when Spicer used a doll of Disney's Moana as a visual aid, saying the Trump administration would send her to Guantanamo Bay. That is, until McCarthy as Spicer started chasing the White House press corps around on a motorized podium. You can the sketch here. NBC 3. Black Jeopardy host, Tom Hanks, October 22. In a charged national moment approaching the election, this sketch gets at an essential truth: we're all a lot more similar than we are different. More than that, every answer in Black Jeopardy is hilarious and feels spot on. Doug's right, giving Apple your fingerprint is how they get you. You can the sketch here. NBC 2. Easter message from Sean Spicer host, Jimmy Fallon, April 15th. After White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer made comments comparing Syrian President Bashar al-Assad to Hitler, Melissa McCarthy appeared on SNL as Sean Spicer to apologize. Donning an Easter bunny costume, Spicer wrongly explained the story of Passover and made a few more Assad-related gaffes. Watch the sketch here. NBC 1. White House press briefing host, Kristen Stewart, Feb. 4. Melissa McCarthy made a surprise guest appearance as White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer, and absolutely lit. Yelling at reporters, spraying them with super soakers, pulling out stuffed animals as visual aids, it was all hilarious. And then Spicer rushed the press with the podium. You can it here. NBC Saturday Night Live is like a comedy fire hose. Some SNL sketches are hilarious and memorable, others don't really land. And still others get overshadowed, with audiences not realizing how great a sketch was until later, or maybe never. With plenty more SNL 42 to go, we've compiled the very best sketches of the season so far, and we'll keep it updated from week to week.